Number 1. The 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass S, listed at $7,000 and located in Vernon Rockville, Connecticut. With 116,000 miles and an automatic transmission, this Cutlass is a kind of solid, old-school cruiser that's getting harder to find, especially one that runs, drives, and still carries this much potential. This 75 comes with a standout powertrain, a 1969 350 rocket engine topped with number 5 heads, a combination known for strong low-end torque, and that signature Oldsmobile rumble. The seller has added a handful of performance upgrades, including a mild cam, a high RPM intake, and a Holly Demon double-pumper carburetor, giving this Cutlass a sharper, more responsive feel than stock. It also features roller rockers, a dual-core radiator, and a 19-inch fan, all working together to keep the engine cool even during long weekend cruises or spirited drives. Mechanically, this Cutlass is already ahead of the game thanks to a long list of new parts. It has brand new front and rear brakes for new shocks and new rear springs, giving it a much more confident and controlled ride. Up front, the seller has installed new outer tie rods, new sway bar links, and a new idler arm, cleaning up the steering and tightening the suspension. And it doesn't stop there. The sale also includes a full set of parts that haven't yet been installed: upper and lower ball joints, inner tie rods, a drag link, and polyurethane bushing for both upper and lower control arms. For anyone who wants to continue improving the handling, these parts provide the perfect next step in the restoration. Cosmetically, the Cutlass presents as a solid old-school cruiser with plenty of room for personal touches. Whether you want to enjoy it as is, take it to weekend shows, or bring it back to full factory correctness, this Oldsmobile gives you a strong base that doesn't require a full teardown to enjoy. For enthusiasts looking for a clean 70s GM coupe with performance upgrades, good bones, and a long list of new mechanical components, this 1975 Oldsmobile Cutlass S is a compelling choice. At $7,000, it's an affordable classic that's ready to drive, ready to wrench on, and ready for its next chapter, with tons of potential for someone who appreciates the golden age of American cruising. Number 2. The 1973 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Coupe 2D, listed at $10,000 and located in Burns, Oregon. If you're on the hunt for a true piece of American hot rod heritage, this 1973 Corvette Stingray is exactly the kind of machine that makes enthusiasts stop and stare. With 155,666 miles and an automatic transmission, this isn't just a classic sports car. It's a purpose-built race machine with a story. This Corvette spent 33 years in the hands of its original builder, an owner who knew exactly what he wanted: consistency, power, and quarter-mile domination. And that's exactly what this car delivered, running reliable 11-second passes down the strip. The heart of this beast is a Pat Musi, built 406 small-block Chevy, pushing 500-plus horsepower with room for even more performance. It's paired with a TH400 transmission, equipped with line lock, making this Corvette a serious contender for anyone wanting to step into racing without starting from scratch. The seller notes the car has new tires and is absolutely ready for its next owner. Whether that's someone looking to continue its racing legacy, bring it back to its 70th Street machine glory, or even restore it into a showstopper. And for the history buffs, this car was featured in Hot Rod magazine years ago, back when the original owner laid down fresh paint. Cosmetically, it could use some love. The paint and body need attention. But beneath the surface sits a truly solid and historically rich platform. For the right buyer, this is an incredible opportunity. A magazine-featured Corvette hot rod, a proven drag strip performer, and a car with decades of enthusiast care behind it. All of it for $10,000 OBO, with possible trades on the table. If you're serious, the seller invites you to reach out Ask questions and make an offer, because performance classics like this don't sit around for long. Number 3. The 1968 Ford Fairlane, listed for $13,450 and located in Thayer, Missouri. If you're looking for a no-nonsense, purpose-built drag machine, this 1968 Ford Fairlane is the kind of car that brings raw excitement back to the track. Showing 12,345 miles, this Fairlane isn't a street cruiser or a Sunday showpiece. This one is strictly business. It's a fully dedicated drag car, built for straight-line performance and built to run hard. Under the hood sits a Ford 460 Big Block, a legendary powerhouse known for torque, attitude, and the unmistakable sound that commands attention every time it fires up. It's paired with a C6 automatic transmission and a B&M shifter, giving the driver quick, confident gear changes down the strip. This Fairlane is also set up for nitrous, making it a perfect platform for anyone looking to unlock even more power with the right tuning and components. Out back, you'll find a narrowed Ford 9-inch rear, one of the most trusted axle setups in drag racing history. Add in a fuel cell, a full roll cage, and a chassis built for safety and performance, and you've got everything you need to hit the track immediately. Just to be clear, this one is not street legal. It's a track-only weapon designed for those who want speed, adrenaline, and an old-school Ford bodyline wrapped around serious performance hardware. There's also a sentimental side to this Fairlane. This car belonged to the seller's grandfather, who put years of time, energy, and money into its build. Unfortunately, he passed away, taking all the detailed specs with him. The family knows this car saw only a handful of passes, and that it was built with care, purpose, and passion. While not every detail is known, one thing is certain. This Fairlane carries the spirit of a dedicated racer. Priced at $13,450. It's available through Car Farm as a consignment sale. If you're ready to take home a track-ready vintage Ford with story and serious potential, the seller invites you to reach out with any questions. Number 4. The 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix, listed for $13,500 and located in Matthews, North Carolina. If you're hunting for a true time capsule cruiser, this 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix two-door is one of those rare finds that instantly transports you back to the golden age of personal luxury coupes. Showing 88,713 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission, this Grand Prix has lived its life in the hands of a dedicated classic car enthusiast, and it shows in every detail. This isn't just a survivor. It's a beautifully preserved piece of late 70s American style. On the outside, the car wears its original gold paint, still shining and untouched, protected over the years by careful ownership and garage storage. The Landau roof, one of the signature design elements of the era, elevates the look even further, giving the Grand Prix that unmistakable classy, upscale presence. There's no rust anywhere, making this one even more impressive for its age. Inside, you'll find a clean and comfortable tan interior with classic bench seating, bringing back that wide-open feeling that modern cars just don't offer anymore. Everything remains in original condition, from the trim to the dash to the AM/FM stereo, creating that perfect vintage atmosphere. It's the kind of interior that reminds you why these cars were built for long, relaxed cruising. Under the hood sits a dependable 301 cubic inch, 5.0L Pontiac V8, smooth and well-maintained. with regular upkeep and mechanical updates to keep it in top-running shape. Features like air conditioning, cruise control, and even an engine block heater show how well-optioned this Grand Prix was when new. The car rides on classic GR78 X15 WW steel-belted radial tires, completing the authentic look and feel of the era. Everything about this Pontiac speaks to careful ownership, pride, and preservation. It carries a clean title, has been kept fully original, and remains in excellent condition inside and out. For collectors, cruisers, or anyone who wants a classic American coupe that requires zero apologies, this Grand Prix is a standout. Listed at $13,500. It's ready for a serious buyer who appreciates originality and wants a classic that still turns heads today, just like it did in 1977. Number 5. The 1972 Ford Mustang 302 V8 Coupe, listed for $14,500 and located in Ocoee, Florida. If you're looking for a classic Mustang with the hard work already done and the perfect foundation for a full restoration, this 1972 Ford Mustang 302 V8 Coupe is exactly that kind of project car. Showing 97,920 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission, it's a solid runner with tons of upgrade improvements and fresh parts added over the past year. The seller bought it as a restoration project and has invested heavily, making this Mustang mechanically strong, visually sharp, and already 3/4 of the way to where a full-blooded 72 Restomod or period-correct restoration could be. This is not a show car, and the seller makes that clear. But what it is a dependable, great-looking Mustang with a long list of new components, clean bodywork, and a healthy 302 V8 that's ready to rip. The odometer read 92,320 when purchased, and since then, an enormous amount of work has been completed. It now wears a complete new paint job, fresh bodywork, a new trunk lid, striped trim, a Mach 1 style grill lights, and a proper knocker hood with matching scoops, giving it that unmistakable aggressive 70s muscle car stance. The car also sits on Magnum wheels wrapped in Cooper Cobra tires, including a fifth spare to match. Mechanically, nearly everything related to driving reliability has been refreshed. Fuel lines, tank, filter, pump, and even the carb and distributor are all new. The braking system has been heavily updated with new brake lines, drums, pads, and master cylinder, and the suspension has been rebuilt with new front and rear shocks, rear springs, and front lower control arms. A brand new starter air cleaner and a throaty Flowmaster dual exhaust help the 302 breathe, bark, and perform exactly like a classic Mustang should. The interior has also seen major love. Brand new front seats, fresh rear seats, new carpeting, flooring, and even soundproofing have been installed. A Mach 1 center console, updated rear and front speakers, and a retro sound Bluetooth radio modernize the experience, while keeping the retro vibe alive. New locks, fresh stripe trim, and a long list of smaller parts round out the upgrades. Of course, there are still items left to finish, but nothing unexpected for a project this far along. It'll need weather stripping, a new windshield, molding trim, and a headliner. It's AC ready, but the unit was removed by the previous owner, so HVAC work is needed. A small rear main seal leak, some tie rods, minor electrical work, and a handful of rust patches on the door frames remain. A future drum-to-disc brake conversion would also be a smart upgrade, but mechanically, structurally, performance-wise, this Mustang is already strong, already running well, and already built with quality parts that take care of the expensive stuff. The seller is firm at $14,500, no trades, no haggling. This is a well-documented, partially restored 72 Mustang with paperwork, Marty Report receipts, and a clear direction for its next stage. For someone who wants a classic Ford that's already on its way to greatness and wants to finish it their own way, the 72 Mustang Coupe is a perfect starting point with tons of value already built in. Number 6. The 1969 Buick Sport Wagon, listed at $4,500 and located in Clatskanie, Oregon. If you've been waiting for a true vintage long roof project with real collector appeal, this 1969 Buick Sport Wagon is exactly the kind of barn-kept survivor that rarely pops up anymore. Showing 41,029 miles on the odometer and equipped with an automatic transmission, this wagon has been sitting untouched in a barn since 1982. Over 4 decades of dry storage, preserving its classic GM styling and unique extended roof design. This isn't just another old wagon. It's one of Buick's most distinctive models of the era, and at just $4,500, it's a fantastic starting point for restoration or preservation. Under the hood, it still carries its original Buick 350 V8 paired with a dependable TH350 automatic, along with factory power steering and power brakes. The seller notes that the engine turns over, but the car does not currently run. Something expected from a vehicle parked since the early 80s. With a little mechanical tinkering, fuel system, ignition refresh, fluids, belts, this sport wagon has solid potential to fire back to life. It may need time and attention, but the bones are all here. The body is where this Buick really shines. The seller emphasizes absolutely zero rust anywhere, which is a huge win for any classic wagon enthusiast. Rust-free long roofs from the 60s are becoming harder and harder to find, making this a rare opportunity for someone who appreciates original sheet metal and clean lines. The car also comes with its original factory wheels and hubcaps, the original jack, the owner's manual, and even the factory Protecto plate, all in excellent condition. Bonus pieces that add value, authenticity, and desirability to the car as a true survivor. This is a dream car project for the seller, and the only reason it's up for sale is lack of time to finish it. The title is clean, with full disclosure that it's still in the previous owner's names, one of whom has passed away. But the seller has a death certificate and proper sign-off to complete the transfer. It's ready for paperwork once the buyer is ready. And one thing is clear, no trades, no exceptions. For someone who wants a rare 60s wagon with character, untouched originality, and a rock-solid body, this 1969 Buick Sport Wagon is an unbeatable starting point. Whether you want to revive it as a retro family hauler, turn it into a show-stopping cruiser, or build a sleeper power by that 350 V8, this is a kind of barn find worth bringing back to life. Number 7. The 1973 Dodge Polara, priced at $6,000 and located in Claremont, Florida. If you're searching for a full-size 70s Mopar that's getting harder to find every year, this 1973 Dodge Polara Custom deserves your attention. With just 64,139 original miles, the factory 360ci V8, and a bulletproof A727 automatic transmission, this Polara represents the last of Dodge's true big body cruisers, smooth, reliable, and built like a tank. This one runs and drives well, offering that unmistakable 70s Mopar feel. Long hood, big presence, and effortless highway comfort. The body and frame are reported to be solid, a major plus for a car of this size and age. Dodge full-size models from the early 70s aren't exactly common today, and many have long disappeared due to rust or neglect. This one still stands tall, wearing its age well and offering a clean, honest platform for cruising, restoring, or simply enjoying as is. The interior is also in decent condition, reflecting its low mileage history and long life of being cared for. This Polara is the kind of car you don't see at every local car meet. Its combination of size, power, and rarity makes it a head-turner without trying. Whether you're into classic Mopars, old-school American sedans, or just want something unique that still drives reliably, this Polara is a standout option. The seller has a clean title in hand, and the price is set at $6,000, cash only, with no trades entertained. The listing is being handled by the owner's wife, and she makes one thing clear. If the post is still up, the car is still available. No need to ask. For anyone wanting a classic Mopar cruiser with originality, low miles, and solid bones, this 1973 Dodge Polara is an opportunity worth jumping on before these big body legends become nearly impossible to find. Number 8. The 1969 Chevrolet Caprice Sedan 4D, priced at $6,500 and located in Piedmont, South Carolina. If you're looking for a classic full-size Chevy that's already had a huge amount of work done and still priced right, this 1969 Chevrolet Caprice Sedan is a fantastic opportunity. With around 130,000 miles and an automatic transmission, this Caprice is well on its way to becoming a clean, reliable cruiser or a fully restored showpiece. The seller has poured time and money into upgrades, mechanical repairs, and new parts, making this a project that's already far ahead of most 60 sedans on the market today. The body has zero rust, and all the bodywork has already been completed. It's currently sitting in primer, which means the next owner gets the fun part, choosing the paint color and bringing the car's exterior to life. Finding a classic Chevy this solid, especially one with the rust remediation already handled, is becoming rare. Under the hood sits a dependable 350 V8 equipped with a Holley 4-barrel carb, Holley intake manifold, and long tube headers, giving it that strong small block performance. It breathes through true dual exhaust with Flowmaster 40 series mufflers and an X-pipe, delivering that deep, aggressive sound that every classic Chevy deserves. The engine bay has been freshened up with a new starter included, plus recent oil, transmission fluid, and filter changes. The suspension and steering systems have received major upgrades as well. New tubular front control arms, new shocks and springs at all four corners, new inner and outer tie rods, and new adjuster sleeves. The braking system has been refreshed with new front pads and rotors, giving this Caprice the stopping power it needs. A new gas tank has been installed too, adding even more reliability. The seller is including several brand new parts still in the box, such as weather stripping and a chrome steering column, making the finishing touches easier and more affordable for the next owner. Additional upgrades include a new hood spring assembly and a new windshield washer pump, showing the level of detail already put into this build. With a clean title and located near the Powdersville YMCA, the 69 Caprice is the perfect blend of completed work and remaining potential. Whether you're aiming for a comfortable classic family cruiser or a fully restored boulevard machine, this Caprice gives you a rock-solid platform with thousands of dollars of upgrades already done. At $6,500, it's a smart buy for anyone wanting a big-body Chevy that's well on its way to greatness. Number 9. The 1975 Chrysler Imperial 4-door hardtop, priced at $9,000 and located in Circleville, Ohio. If you're hunting for a true slice of American luxury from the 70s, big, bold, and unapologetically plush, this 1975 Chrysler Imperial 4-door hardtop is a standout example of Mopar's flagship line. These Imperials were the pinnacle of Chrysler engineering in their era, and finding one this original, well-preserved, and still fully functional is becoming increasingly rare. This one is priced at $9,000 and offers that unmistakable combination of comfort, size, and smooth cruising that only a full-size Imperial can deliver. This car remains very original, retaining the personality and presence that made the Imperial name so iconic. The massive body lines, luxury-focused interior, and quiet, confident ride all remind you why these were considered Chrysler's top-of-the-line sedans. Cars built to compete with Cadillac and Lincoln in an era when American luxury meant size, silence, and style. Mechanically, the seller has already taken care of the things that matter. The air conditioning system has been updated with a new AIC compressor, a fresh receiver dryer, and a replaced H-block, then fully converted to modern R134A, meaning you can actually enjoy cold air in the summertime, something many vintage luxury cars struggle with. The car also wears newer tires, adding to its ready-to-drive reliability. Inside, the long list of functioning original features is impressive. The power windows have had their motors replaced, the power seats operate as they should, and even the cruise control still works, a rarity for a vehicle this age. The power trunk release functions properly as well. And perhaps the most surprising detail: the original clock keeps perfect time, a small but incredibly uncommon feature in classic cars. For enthusiasts, this is the kind of thing that signals careful ownership and an unusually intact electrical system. One of the coolest features left untouched is the Search Tuner radio with foot control, a nostalgic piece of 70s luxury tech that lets the driver change stations hands-free, a true Cadillac and Lincoln competitor in its day. Little touches like this make the Imperial such a unique ownership experience. This 1975 Chrysler Imperial is a spacious cruiser built for comfort, smooth power delivery, and long open road highway driving. It's a true survivor, showing its originality proudly while offering updated mechanicals that make it practical to enjoy today. Whether you want a classic weekend luxury ride, an impressive show and shine cruiser, or just something unmistakably vintage and classy, this Imperial delivers that big body charm and character. At $9,000, it's an accessible entry point into American luxury history, one that still runs, drives, and functions the way Chrysler intended nearly 50 years ago. Number 10. The 1967 Ford Galaxie 500, listed at $19,500 and currently located in Oregon City, Oregon. If you're looking for a clean cruiser that blends old-school charm with meaningful performance upgrades, this Galaxie 500 checks all the right boxes. Showing 134,444 miles and equipped with an automatic transmission, this car runs a reliable and desirable setup. A 289 V8, paired with 9-inch rear end, making it a smooth and enjoyable driver both in town and on the highway. On the outside, you're met with nice paint and a solid, straight body, the kind of finish that turns heads without trying too hard. Step inside, and you'll find a clean, well-kept interior, a comfortable cabin that still holds a classic Ford full-size feel. This isn't just a looker. This is a car built to be enjoyed. Underneath, the upgrades get even better. This Galaxie features full Hotchkiss suspension, giving it significantly improved handling compared to stock. Paired with Wilwood front disc brakes, it's not only more capable on the road, but also safer and more modern in braking performance. Add in the new dual exhaust, and you're treated to a crisp, confident V8 sound that matches the car's presence perfectly. To complete the stance, it rides on new wheels and tires, giving this cruiser a fresh, updated look without losing its classic identity. Altogether, it's a well-rounded example of a '67 Galaxie, clean, dialed in, and ready for weekend drives or local shows. The seller is open to trades, with preference toward other classics, especially Fords. Trade value is set at $19,500, and they're also willing to go cash up or down for the right deal. If you're interested, the seller asks you to send your phone number to take the next step. A well-sorted, nicely upgraded '67 Galaxie 500 doesn't come around every day, especially one this clean and this ready to drive. Number 11. The 1966 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88, listed at $12,500 and located in Kennesaw, affectionately nicknamed Miss Ruth. This classic Olds carries not just style but history. With only 36,040 original miles and just 2 owners since new, this Dynamic 88 is one of those rare survivors that still feels connected to its era. Beneath the long, sculpted hood sits a true legend. The 425 cubic inch Oldsmobile Rocket V8, a massive 7.0-liter engine equipped with a 2-barrel carburetor, paired with a durable turbo hydromatic 400 3-speed automatic. This car doesn't just move, it roars, exactly like a mid-60s American cruiser should. On the road, Miss Ruth delivers that unmistakable Oldsmobile refinement. Solid, smooth, and exceptionally well built from end to end. And the seller has invested in all the right upgrades to keep her driving strong. The front suspension has been rebuilt, the brake booster is new, the steering box has been replaced, and an HCI distributor has been added for reliability and cleaner ignition performance. Underneath, a set of stainless steel dual exhausts gives that big rocket motor a deep, confident rumble. Inside, the car has received new upholstery in both the front and back, giving the cabin a fresh, crisp look while staying true to its original style. On the outside, the car still wears its beautiful Laurel Mist metallic finish, an elegant, period-correct color that continues to shine impressively for its age. The stance is completed with Craigar SS chrome wheels wrapped in Cooper Cobra tires, giving Miss Ruth the perfect blend of classic grace and muscle car attitude. The seller says it best: "You will not find another mid-60s Oldsmobile in this condition with miles this low, and preserved this well. From its mechanical integrity to its visual appeal, this dynamic 88 is the kind of classic that turns admiration into enthusiasm the moment you hear that rocket V8 come to life." If you're looking for a beautifully maintained, highly original 1960s cruiser with the right upgrades and an unbeatable presence, Miss Ruth is ready to meet her next caretaker. Number 12. The 1974 Chevrolet Nova SS two-door coupe, listed at $13,500 and located in MT Pleasant, TN. This isn't just any Nova. This one is a VIN-confirmed SS, a real supersport, and a rust-free Tennessee car with only 46,500 miles on the odometer. For fans of classic American muscle, this is exactly the kind of survivor you hope to find. Under the hood sits a factory 350 V8, paired with a new turbo-automatic transmission, giving this Nova a strong, dependable drivetrain that's ready for cruising shows or weekend runs. From the moment it fires up, the car delivers that unmistakable small-block Chevy rumble, enhanced by a Flowmaster exhaust system that brings out all the right notes. The seller has invested heavily in making this Nova stand out. It recently received a $6,000 professional repaint, giving the exterior a deep, clean finish with all trim and bright work intact, straight, and shining. Underneath, the undercarriage has been fully coated, adding both protection and peace of mind. It also features new brakes, new bumpers, and a fresh full set of tires, making it road-ready from day one. Inside, the Nova continues to impress with a clean interior and modern touches where it counts. It's equipped with an AM/FM/Bluetooth radio and rear speakers, making it easy to enjoy your music without compromising the classic look. All the factory features, even the factory air conditioning, underscore just how well-equipped this SS was from day one. On the road, the car runs and drives beautifully, offering that balanced blend of vintage muscle and smooth cruising that the Nova SS was known for. You can see the care, you can feel the updates, and you can hear the quality in every throttle tap. It's the kind of car that gets attention whether it's parked at a meet or rolling through town. With a clean Tennessee title in hand, this 1974 Chevrolet Nova SS represents one of the nicest driver-quality SS models you'll find in this price range. Rust-free, well-restored, mechanically sound, and tastefully upgraded. If you're looking for a classic that combines authenticity, performance, and curb appeal, this Nova SS is the real deal and ready for its next proud owner. Number 13. The 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, listed at $12,800 and located in Arlington. With just 29,000 original miles, this Cutlass is a time capsule from an era when American coupes delivered style, comfort, and effortless cruising. The seller is clear: serious buyers only, no trades, and while the price is negotiable, it won't be dropping much. And for a car in this condition, it's easy to understand why. Under the hood sits the reliable 307 V8, paired with an automatic transmission, a combination known for smooth power delivery and long-term durability. The car runs and drives well, and inside, the interior looks fantastic for its age. Nearly 30,000 miles on the odometer means this Cutlass has lived an incredibly easy life, and it shows the moment you look at the seats, dash, and trim. On the exterior, the body is straight and clean. The seller notes some paint fading on the passenger side from sun exposure, but overall, the car presents extremely well and is priced accordingly. It's the type of cosmetic detail you'd expect from an untouched, original survivor. Nothing major, just honest aging. Mechanical care has already been handled too. Recently, the car received a new steering gearbox, a new water pump, a new battery, and a new radiator. The carburetor has also been freshly rebuilt, giving the engine a crisp, responsive feel. As for the AIC, it currently doesn't kick on. It may simply need a recharge, but the seller leaves that up to the next owner to inspect. What you're getting here is a clean title, low mileage, unmodified Cutlass Supreme that's ready to enjoy and easy to continue improving. These Jeep body cars have only grown in popularity, especially the well-preserved, original examples like this one. If you're ready to purchase, the seller invites you to reach out and makes it clear they do not need help selling the car. This 1983 Cutlass Supreme is a smooth-riding, classic Olds coupe that blends originality, comfort, and genuine survivor status. A great opportunity for anyone wanting a clean Jeep body without spending collector-level money. Number 14. The 1973 Chrysler New Yorker, listed for just $1,500 and located in Winchester, Virginia. Now, let's be clear from the start. This one is not a complete car. It comes with everything except the motor, the transmission, and the rear end. Originally, it left the factory as a 440 big block automatic car, but today, it's essentially a solid foundation or a donor car, depending on what you need. The seller notes the car comes with a clean title, which is already a big plus for anyone looking to part it out, restore it, or build a project of their own. But like most big 70s sedans that have lived a long life, it does come with rust, and the vinyl top is in rough condition. This isn't a pristine survivor. This is a car that's being honest about what it is. A parts platform, a derby candidate, or a blank canvas for a creative builder. According to the listing, the Chrysler did run and drive before the drivetrain was pulled, so the body and frame have seen real road use, not long-term field decay. With the engine bay now empty, this becomes a plug-and-play opportunity for anyone holding a spare Mopar power plant. Whether you've got a 383, 400, 318, 360, or even another 440 sitting around, this shell gives you room to create whatever direction you want, be it a derby monster, a sleeper swap, or simply a source of hard-to-find Chrysler parts. For $1,500, it's priced right where a drivetrain-less New Yorker should be, affordable, approachable, and full of potential depending on your imagination. The seller makes it clear this is a straightforward deal. No engine, no transmission, no rear axle, and what you see is exactly what's being sold. But with a big-body Mopar from the golden era of American land yachts, even a stripped one could be worth its weight in metal, trim glass, and interior components. If you're in the Cross Junction, Virginia area and need parts for a Mopar build, or you're looking to start a demolition derby project, this 1973 New Yorker is ready for someone who knows exactly what they want from it. A clean title, complete body, and plenty of salvageable pieces. At this price, it's a no-nonsense bargain waiting for the right hands. Number 15. The 1979 Chevy Monte Carlo, listed at $8,000. This is one of those cars that instantly reminds you why the personal luxury segment was so strong during this era. Long hood, smooth body lines, rear-wheel drive, and that unmistakable Monte Carlo presence that still turns heads even today. Showing only 40,000 miles, this Monte Carlo hasn't been overdriven or beat up. The seller states it carries a clean title and remains all original except for the paint, which means most of what you see is factory equipment. Under the hood, it's powered by Chevrolet's 267 cubic inch V8, a small block known for dependable cruising, easy maintenance, and a classic V8 feel, perfect for weekend drives or a slow roll through the neighborhood. The interior and exterior do need a little cosmetic TLC, but nothing structural or intimidating. Think of small touch-ups, trim work, and interior refreshes that come naturally with a 40-plus-year-old car. Mechanically, however, this Monte Carlo shines. The seller says it starts right up and runs great, which is exactly what you want from a vintage cruiser in this price range. No strange stories, no major issues, just a straightforward, reliable piece of Chevy history. This is one of those cars that doesn't try too hard to be something it's not. It's honest, it's original, and it's still fully capable of being a daily driver, a weekend toy, or a mild project for someone wanting to bring it back to near showroom condition. At $8,000 OBO, It's positioned as an accessible entry into classic car ownership, affordable, proven, and easy to maintain. The 1979 Monte Carlo remains a favorite among enthusiasts for its smooth ride, long-lasting drivetrains, and timeless silhouette. And with low miles and a clean title, this one stands out as a solid opportunity. For anyone looking for a dependable classic that won't break the bank and still delivers that authentic old-school GM charm, this Monte Carlo is absolutely worth a closer look.